Continuing on with the review of the beautiful du'as in the Quran. Today we will cover Juz 2, and right in the middle of Juz 2 is the du'a that we all know and love, the very, very famous. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. This du'a is right in the middle of Juz 2. A little bit about Juz 2. So as we learned in the first Juz, the first column, right? It was all about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking about the arrogance of the past nations and how we need to be humble. So where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows the humility and the submission and the true essence of what a Muslim means from the uswa, from the tradition, from the character, from the attitude of Ibrahim alayhi salam, where he says, "Rabbana taqabbal minna." Allah, accept from us, as he was building the Kaaba, because he knew that as a human being he couldn't do justice to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's commandment. So that's how humble he was, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him the Imam of, he's the Abu al-Anbiya, he's the father of all prophets. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him a high place. So, Ibrahim alayhi salam made a dua. He said, "Oh Allah, send us a prophet through my generation." Now, the story is long, I'm going to just cut it short, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did accept his dua and said, Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who brought with him his Sharia. So in Juz 1, we are taught about the Sharia that was given to the past nation and how they rejected the Sharia or played with it or found loopholes in it, didn't protect it. And now Juz 2 is giving the Muslims the opportunity. Juz 2 is commandment after commandment after commandment after commandment. It covers a lot of commandments. All of Juz 2 essentially is all commandments from Shafa'ah to Ramadan, the commandment of Ramadan, Shahru Ramadan, the Quran, that's in Juz 2, and so on and so forth. The importance of Salah, the importance of Hajj, the importance of Asr prayer being the important one. At the end of Juz 2, there is a story of David and Goliath. We will maybe cover that later on. But now coming back. So, in the midst of all these commandments, right in the middle of Juz 2, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about what your attitude needs to be when you are doing the worship. So, toward the end of the ayat of Hajj, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when you are doing Hajj, then remember Allah a lot. And remembering means a lot of things. You read the Quran, you make a lot of dua, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when you leave Arafat and you go to Muzdalifah, to Baqarah al-Haram, then you make a lot of dhikr, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when Hajj is over, when we have finished your rite, فَإِذَا قَضَيْتُم مَنَاسِكَكُمْ فَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ كَذِكْرِكُمْ آبَائِكُمْ أَوْ أَشَدَّ ذِكْرًا. That you should remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make dua like you remember your forefathers and your fathers, or even more so. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also allows in Hajj, after in the Ayam al-Tashriq, after Hajj, when Hajj is over, for you to buy and sell, because people are coming there for ibadah, for Hajj, and they're also coming to trade a little bit. So, is there, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He's saying make dua, make dhikr, He's saying there are people among them who are coming for Hajj, but their niyyah is a little bit twisted. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, there are people who say, rabbana atina fi dunya. That's it. All they want is, oh Allah, give me more money. Oh Allah, give me more cars. Oh Allah, give me a big house. Oh Allah, give me a big name. Oh Allah, give me a big position. Oh Allah, this, oh Allah, that, give me a lot of children. And everything about them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, there are people who say, rabbana atina fi dunya. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا لَهُ بِالْآخِرَةِ مِنْ خَلَاقٍ. And they will have no goodness, share of goodness in the akhirah. If all you want is dunya. So Allah now uses dua and teaching us adab. What is the adab? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and there are those among them, وَمِنْ مَنْ يَقُولُ رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا. Not just give me in this dunya, but give me what is good, what is pure in this dunya. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً. They are not just worried about their dunya, they are worried about their akhirah. And so they're asking, وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً, and give us hasanah, goodness, in the hereafter. وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. So not only goodness, protect us from the hellfire. So much more can be said. I don't want to take a lot of your time. The key thing to remember is these others. Ask about the dunya, no problem. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you ask from the dunya, I'll give it to you. No problem. Here, we're taught the attitude where we need to be worried about what is going to happen at the end, on the day of judgment, and that is what we need to be worried about. And especially, if you divide the dua, it has three parts. rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah, وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. The akhirah is mentioned twice. So 2/3 of the dua should be about your hereafter, where we need to be asking for our dunya, but we also need to be asking about strengthen our iman and our ilm, and oh Allah give me hidayah, oh Allah make me a righteous person, oh Allah make me from the salihin, oh Allah make my children